Where do we begin here? So the Rafael Devers saga not only continues, but it's going to continue for a long time. Why? Because people are going to track how he fares, how the return package looks for Boston, how Boston does this season and beyond, how, of course, the Giants do with him this season and beyond. But we also just have continuous tea being spilled. Jeff Passan with a really good in-depth article about how they botched this and how it got so messy with Devers and with the entire organization basically going up against him. But also within that article, AJ, is word on Craig Breslow having to kind of weather the storm within the front office. This has been a problem for the Red Sox for a while. I mean, we were having a hard time finding candidates that would actually even go for an interview. There were so many people that turned down this position initially because they said there's so much drama with people that are in place already. So fast forward 5 seconds later, here it is. So I'll give you one of the quotes that stood out, but there are quite a few here. Breslow loyalists fear the consequences of some longtime employees that were taken out by the company that he brought in to basically play in that, what was that old movie, Office Space, where they bring them in and they're like, so what is it that you do here? And they cut a lot of people loose. But the quote here is, there are definitely turncoats internally plotting against Brez. Thoughts on that part of the story, AJ?
A bad start. It's a bad start. I played with Brez. I like Brez. He was a good guy. Wish he'd text me back every once in a while and come on the show, but that's a different story. That's a personal decision. But I like Brez. It's not what you want to hear. I don't know. I mean, listen, he did the best he could. Devers wasn't going to work out in Boston. He traded him. He got some value back. So give him a little bit of credit for that. But it's a tough job, man. Ask Chaim Bloom how tough it is. Ask some of these people, Theo Epstein, some of these other people that have had to go through this. It's a tough job running the Boston Red Sox. It can be lucrative and it can be very rewarding, but it can also wear you out.
Yeah, and you have to be the guy that's willing to go in there, understanding that you're going to be the scapegoat. So I think that's the biggest thing. Whoever that guy is, like Brez, I think his skin is thicker than most. I think he had an idea that this is the kind of organization that you're going to, make yourself a part of. But I'm with you, AJ. It's not a good start when you have people in the same organization behind the scenes rooting against you and rooting for your demise. So I think this goes back probably to Mookie Betts when he got traded. A lot of things that happened that shouldn't have happened. A lot of conversations that went on that didn't go on. And I think it's just a snowball effect of how ownership has been, the last few years. I think it's starting to rear its ugly head.
Some other quotes that stood out here: Passan talking to some rival officials, including a rival general manager, who said, these are the Boston bleeping Red Sox. You don't trade your stars. But then there were other officials from front offices who said, here's one on a quote, anonymous, obviously: Boston absolutely botched this entire Devers situation, and somehow it all resulted in them getting to dump what was both an underwater contract and a distraction, while also getting a bunch of value back in return. It was like, oops, we overpaid for a decade of our bat-only star, pissed him off publicly, then continued to bungle every subsequent opportunity to get things right. Why don't you give us a controllable mid-rotation starter and your first-round pick from last year and help us get out of it? I see things a little differently, Cam. I mean, I know Vladdy probably is getting overpaid by Toronto, but those are very similar numbers, and this is half that contract for almost the same amount of years and a very similar age between those two.
Yeah, I'll disagree. Devers is easily top 10, one of the best bats in our game. He has been. So, for forever said that anonymous was, I definitely disagree. But you can look at it a few different ways. At the end of the day, listen, if you have a disgruntled player and you feel like as an organization it's going to start to hinder, the clubhouse, the inner things that are going on inside the clubhouse, I think you have to make a decision. I think now, too, also, I think when you look at the Devers deal and you look at the deals that guys like Vladdy are getting, the deals that Kyle Tucker will get, all of these big deals, I think now you look at it where Buster Posey looked at it, a situation where, hell, it ain't that much money to pick up when you look at what we're going to spend on Judge, when we're willing to pay Correa, and that type of generational bat. I think Buster Posey looks at it the same way I look at it. When you add that type of bat to that type of lineup, you get better immediately. And I think maybe those anonymous people are undervaluing his ability at the plate because of all this outside stuff. But you can't deny that Rafael Devers isn't a top 10 hitter in our game today and has been for the last 7 years.
Also, it was important for the Giants to get a star. Let's just be honest.
There you
It's
go.
just important for them to get a star. And Buster Posey is in the win now mode, and he thinks they got a chance to get into the postseason with Ray and Webb and some of the way their bullpens pitch. They can get in and maybe do some damage. So listen, I don't mind this. I mean, listen, they're like, oh, this and that. He gave up this. He gave up first round pick. He gave up. I mean, Hicks has been okay. He gets hurt a lot. He hasn't been really able to pitch as a starter. I mean, fine. They threw him in to offset some of the money. I mean, I like this for the Giants. I thought it was a good move for them.
The other part of the story, AJ, that was confirmed yet again and has been confirmed by others as well, and I've even gotten firsthand account. You I think as well, is how the communication process went, because I think there's been some rumors thrown out there about what was going on. I mean, him getting like pissed at Christian Campbell at one point, which then was refuted by others. And the story that seems to be the clear one here that people that I trust are putting out there is off season's happening. They're communicating with him or trying to and saying, hey, there's nothing to worry about. Nothing's happening. Do your thing. Take ground balls at third. Prepare yourself all off season for third. That in itself was a mistake, because if they're going after a third baseman, just freaking tell him. What, are you scared of him? They basically told him it was rumors and don't believe it. Then they signed Bregman. He still thinks he's good, because then he's hearing internally that they're going to play him at second base. So he's like, okay, nothing until he actually shows up and they sit him down. And in this story, basically said that they showed him a computer model that says we're a better team if you're a DH. Throw your glove out. Throw it away. Don't even bring it on the field. He was bringing up like, hey, why don't we transition me? Can I play a little bit of third? No. We don't want you touching a glove anymore. That's a shot to the ego, the way that they kind of approach that whole situation. And I know we've gone over this, but the story again confirms the fact, Cam, that they really went after him in a way that doesn't make a lot of sense. He's your franchise player. To me, it's almost like, were you trying to piss him off to get rid of the contract?
They treated it like he was going through arbitration. Hey, you're really good, but this is what we don't like about you. And it's like, you gave this guy all this money, so in turn, you put yourself in a bad situation because you gave the guy all this guaranteed money. So now, this guy that you hope is just going to roll over and just take this lack of communication, he's like, screw you guys. Actually, I'm already paid. I'll come in here pissed off every freaking day until I make you guys have to make a decision. So at the end of the day, I just think the Boston Red Sox, they dropped the ball in this whole situation. And like I said prior to, and you just mentioned it, it all started with a lack of communication. Hey, you paid this guy. Hey, we paid you already. How about this conversation? We gave you money. We're going to go get a third baseman. He might play short, he might play second, but he's definitely going to play some third base. You need to start working at first. You need to start doing whatever you need to do to be ready. This all could have been nipped in the bud, and this all could have been handled greatly. And this could have worked out for Boston, where they had Devers, who they communicated with, happy, willing to say, hey, bring Alex Bregman in. I want to win again. It's just a lack of communication, and we're here, and now all of this tea is spilling. That, to me, it's ugly for the game. I wish we could move on. It's happened. Let's wipe our hands with it and let the Boston Red Sox and the Giants continue on with their seasons. But, this is the world we live in. We got drama sells, and we want to hear what happens. So,
Kratz, real talk. I do not carry cash around me, but what I do carry around on my phone is Cash App.
Easy peasy. Like I said before, anytime Scott can pay for the tab, that is good. And it's always right there. Fast, easy, always available.
Yeah. Oh, my credit card's not working, or, oh, I didn't bring cash with me. There's no more alligator arms. Do you have your phone? Most people have their phone. So use Cash App. It's secure and safe. There's no waiting around. It is a super, super easy sign-up process. You can sign up quicker than you can listen to Kratz and I talk about Cash App. For a limited time only for the FT fam, new Cash App users can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real, no catch. Just download Cash App and sign up. Use our exclusive referral code TERRITORY in your profile. Send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.